we're making another amazing recipe. We'll be making Tuscan chicken pasta. Such a beautiful, delicious recipe. I can't wait to show you guys how it's done. But before I begin with the recipe, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoy it for me, and of course, leave me a comment down below. Are you going to try this recipe? Without further ado, let's jump right into the recipe. Okay guys, here are the ingredients. The measurement will be below. Please check it out. I'll be using half a box of fettuccine pasta, a teaspoon of paprika, a tablespoon of creole seasoning. I'll be using half of it to season the chicken. And here I have half teaspoon of ground black pepper. And over here I have me some salt. And I'm very sorry guys, the camera was not focusing. I'm not sure why. Now I have half a cup of chopped onion, a teaspoon of dry pepper flakes, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Here I have 1 garlic clove, and I have a 1/4 cup of parmesan cheese. And here I have 2 cups of heavy cream. And over here I have about 4 ounces of sun-dried tomatoes. And I'll be adding in some baby spinach. And last but not least, we have 1 chicken breast. What I'm going to do, I'm going to split it in half. Just cut it in half, straight in the middle. Then we're going to start seasoning the chicken breast. To season the chicken breast, I am going to use a little bit of olive oil on there. Then we're going to add the seasoning. I'm using salt. Well, the seasoning that I showed you guys. I'm using salt, pepper, paprika, creole seasoning, Italian seasoning, and of course we're going to season it on both sides. Once you're done seasoning your chicken, this is what it looks like. I like to season the chicken before I start boiling my pasta. To boil the pasta, I'm following the direction that's on the box. I'm going to bring a pot of water to a boil. Make sure you add some salt to it so it can be nice and salted. Once that comes to a boil, we'll add our pasta. Like I said, I'm using half of a box. Once my pasta is al dente, something like that, nice and cooked and tender, we're going to drain the hot water and set the pasta aside. Don't let it sit in the water. It'll get too soft, okay? Here I have a skillet onto the stove. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil on there. Once that is nice and hot, we're going to add our chicken. We're going to cook the chicken. This is what my chicken looks like. As you guys can see, it's nice and well seasoned. So now we're going to place the chicken onto the skillet. Make sure it's nice and hot so we can get a nice crust onto the chicken, okay? A nice color as well. So we're going to let that cook for about 4 to 6 minutes per side. Make sure you cook your chicken through, okay, so don't get sick. And I'm asking you, if you're new to my channel, you have not subscribed, hey, what are you waiting for? If you like this video, I'm sure you will enjoy my other cooking videos. Please subscribe so you can be in the family, and also turn on the bell so you don't miss out on my delicious recipes. So as you guys can see, both sides of the chicken is nicely cooked and golden brown, and look how beautiful the chicken look. So now what we're going to do is remove the chicken, set it aside. You can let it rest for about 3 to 5 minutes so it can be nice and juicy. Something like this, y'all. Ain't no bland chicken over here. Ain't no bland salt and pepper. What? We don't do that here. We actually season our chicken. So make sure you do the same. It will taste so good. So good, y'all. Try it out. Trust me, you will love this recipe. Once you're done, you're going to set the chicken aside. We're going to start making our creamy sauce. Okay, in the same skillet, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Once that is melted, I am going in with my garlic. We're going to add 1 garlic clove in there. Make sure it's minced garlic, by the way. Just add it in there. We're going to cook the garlic until it's nice and golden brown. Once that is nice and golden brown, we're going in with our onion. Cook the onion until it's translucent. Then we can add the rest of the ingredients. Now for the star of the show, we're adding our, well, not really the star of the show, but we're adding our sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, make sure you chop yours. I forgot to cut mine, to chop them, mince them, however you want to do it, but make sure you cut them, and make sure you don't add the tomatoes in there with the oil because it'll get very greasy and we don't want that. So yeah, we're going to add the tomatoes, let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then we're going in with our heavy cream. And by the way, guys, I did went back and chop my tomatoes because they were too big. I forgot to do it, but I went back before I added the spinach. Okay, so now I'm going to add my spinach. Y'all know spinach is like, you can have a whole bucket of spinach before you know it. Once it's done cooking, it's gone. It's all gone. So if you like a lot of spinach, add a good amount. Okay, I feel like this was about 2 handfuls of spinach. Once you're done adding the spinach, you're going to season this creamy sauce. I added a little bit more Creole seasoning, Italian seasoning, pepper flakes. Then you can add your pasta. All right, look how pretty this look already. Okay, it's nice and creamy, and of course you can jazz it up and add some mushroom, whatever else you want to add to this, but keep it simple if you want, just like I did. Now I'm going in with the Parmesan cheese. Just sprinkle on there, stir it, and add more if you have to. Now guys, I am going in with the chicken. What I'm going to do, I'm adding half of the chicken, save the rest for later for a nice presentation when I'm serving this food. So what I'm going to do is add half of the chicken, stir it together, taste it. Of course, make sure it's nice and tasting delicious. If you need to add more seasoning, you can, but I didn't have to add anything else after except the cheese, as you guys can see. And let me tell you, this right here was a hit. I had to share this meal with one of my good friend and she loved it. She was asking questions. She was like, girl, what did you put in this? Because it tastes so good. You can let it simmer for about 2 to 3 more minutes and don't let it dry out, because when it starts sitting, it's gonna get thicker. So yeah, this is basically how you make Tuscan chicken pasta. I hope you guys actually try this out. If you a pasta, look how good this look, y'all. Moment of silence for this meal. If you don't try this out, I don't know what to tell you. Try this out for your man on Valentine's Day, honey, because this right here, he will fall in love. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will see you guys on the next recipe.